happens in humans. People with dark skin require 6 times as much sunlight as pale skinned people to produce vitamin D. Scottish people have freckles and ginger hair to let as much sunlight as they can to produce the vitamin D. Otherwise, that's why they develop that way. People with pale skins develop cancer, skin cancers, particularly in Australia. People with dark skins do not. It works the other way around there. Too much sunlight isn't good for pale skinned people. And also there are racial differences with lactose intolerance. Certain sugars cannot be handled by people from Southeastern Asia and African countries as well. We've got to look at differences in that respect. Another type, selenium deficiency. In this part of the world, northern England, there was deficiency in selenium, and European wheat was traditionally low in selenium. When mine was tested, none detectable, but I'm still alive, just about. But farmers knew this for years. They've known they've got to supplement with selenium, but it doesn't matter if there's plenty of vitamin E there. So there's different ways of doing it. Otherwise, the animals used to die of a disease called white muscle disease. But it's suboptimal. It's not toxicity or complete absence. It's just not optimal for the animal's survival. So you've got to look at these things. In many ways, animal health is better maintained than human health. Farmers do this, they know all about this sort of thing, but we don't. Our doctors know nothing about this, and they don't take any notice. And it's quite possible that the local wise men in Sudan do know about these things, but don't quite know the technical language which is involved in it. So lessons from farming practice. Ensure optimal nutrition during pregnancy, not just up to the infant when it's born. You need the good nutrition all the way through pregnancy. And this is an area where particularly in Muslim ladies, you've got to make sure they get the vitamins and minerals they need at that stage. And farmers, they feed up the ewe, the female sheep, when the ram is coming. So she is in top condition when the ram comes to impregnate her. We don't do that here, but if an animal eats inappropriate objects, the farmer knows. It's because it's short of something. If it's eating the bark from a tree, the farmer knows not enough phosphorus. If it's eating certain other things, they know it's short of cobalt or selenium by just watching the animal. We don't do that with humans. We're just animals really. So the same rules should pertain there. The recommended daily allowances, which you see written everywhere, are probably far too low. That is just enough to avoid the overt clinical symptoms of absence. I forgot what they call it now. Deficiency diseases. That's all. But we need a lot more than that for optimal functioning. And we just say, oh no, you've got it all from your bread or whatever. But you need more in reality to be healthy. So that's the first bit of the introduction. Just general health, things like that are important, particularly for people who are genetically susceptible to autism and these other conditions. We can obviate the problems largely by looking up those things. Now, a role for opioid peptides. This sounds very complex. Opioid, to do with opium, is the chemicals which are in there, sort of morphine-like compounds which occur. We've noticed, or other parents from around the world about 30 years ago were saying, if they take bread out of the diet, if they take milk out of the diet, the children improve dramatically. And we just go, oh yeah, right, okay, good. But we didn't really believe it. It didn't make sense. But people kept on reporting it. And another observation was from a chap called Jack Pagsett in 1979, wrote a paper, said, have you noticed that a lot of the symptoms of autism are like people who've taken morphine for long periods of time, develop certain symptoms, they're not sociable, they're constipated, things like that. Have you noticed that? But these two bits didn't really combine very well until a little bit later on Carl Reichelt noticed this and came up with these hypotheses. Firstly, these chemicals that we find are called peptides. They're amino acids joined together, not proteins, peptides, short chain and they interfere with transmission in all the major systems of the central nervous system of the brain. They inhibit transmission in all the systems of the brain. So if you've got these peptides there, this is what will happen. Second thing, these peptides are derived from incomplete digestion of food, and principally gluten, the protein from wheat, and casein, the protein from milk, in the gastrointestinal tract, in the guts. When you eat these things, they're broken down as these big molecules broken down in short chains called peptides, and these have morphine-like effects in the body. Perhaps that's why we have a glass of milk at night, it helps us sleep.